Me did yanyante chua, and maybe I'm discovered for you, Pakuma Busia for Ghana. No, me used to tap send, tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, eye convenient, eye fast, and sounds so ye free. Won't ya she? Me discover ye mapim. Tap send. Intienne, also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free. Nefesi kakomu Busia for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Push sugar level for check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
We are back from Osekrom, Kumasi to be specific, and for information, we came with loads of good information, and we want you guys to know that everywhere Sammy Flex TV is, then you should know that real entertainment obviously will be living around as well. And for your information, now that we are finally back here, we are going to do what we've got to do. Yesterday we were actually supposed to do some 1 or 2 videos to set some agenda and to address some issues, but because of power outage all over here, we decided to just relax and come again at another day to do what we've got to do. My name is Sammy Flex. I'm welcoming you to the editorial here on Sammy Flex TV. And I'm doing this with my producers, Digital Rasta Currency on camera, and Richie Flex, who is the editor and director of the platform. Now, if you are here, you are warmly welcome. This is the home of quality information. So remember that you can also add your comments, your reviews, and your questions, and we are good to go. So Kumasi was good. We arrived in Kumasi on Friday, came back on Sunday. A special thanks to Lawson Herbal Center for making this happen. It was their promotion, that is the Osekrom invasion at the Rattray Park. And let me say big ups to super talents like Medical, that is AMG Medical, Shatawale, Asaka Boys, J Bad, and a certain young boy called Brino. And I think, is this Skyface? Yeah, I think a guy like that. They were all there to make sure fans of Kumasi had a good night, and really it was a good night. Yeah, almost everybody brought their A game on, and once again I want to salute my Kumasi folks. Yeah, you guys are the real deal because you buy tickets to attend events. I've been running around towns in Ghana for some time, and I can tell you that when you go to some of these towns, it will shock you to know that the number of people who will be outside a venue, they are more like triple or twice or more than what is inside. And we don't know what has been happening. When the real deal is inside, you still see a good number of the people standing outside. But Kumasi was a different story. The people bought tickets for real, came there, had fun, and it was real good. This is what we want in our industry. Now, that said and done, let's come to one issue I want to handle. I know somewhere last week, I think from Tuesday or from Wednesday or Thursday, one of them, on this platform, we'd had our highest criticism ever in the history since we started this particular channel, because one of our pundits, Derek Money to be specific, said something about rapper Edem that went out to mean something else. Unfortunately, there was no defense for this, so what we had to do was to do the needful to apologize to Edem, who was bruised or whose ego was hurt one way or the other for that comment my panel member made. And as a matter of fact, all the team members here at Sammy Flex TV, of course, we know some of these things, how they play out. When it happens like that, everybody should just come on board and we say sorry and we move on. And I'm sure we have said sorry in different terms, in different fashion, and we can move on with our lives. But when all these things were happening, I observed something. What I observed was that, you know, when people are looking for the least opportunity to take a dig at you. Even if you are clean and a little dirt passes through your clothes or even your skin, everybody will take advantage of that. And I observed that, I think, over the weekend, where entertainment people, both on traditional media and both online, took advantage of my panel members' mistake or blunder and decided to take a swipe at us. It was cool. As a matter of fact, I keep saying that in this world, if you are in this part of our industry, you talk about people and you are scared of what someone else will say about you, then you are not ready. Then you are in the wrong profession, because this is what we do. Our business is to talk. Our business is to critique. Our business is to review. Our business is to discuss. Our business is to share opinion and knowledge. Therefore, sometimes what someone will share, it might not sit well with you, but that is what they know. That is what they think. That is their opinion. What else can you do? You can't do anything. And I observed everything online. From Twitter, those who were talking out of context, giving it to those who are supposed to receive it, voto, like that. It wasn't easy. But of course, I have tasted this since. I keep saying that I have been that guy when it comes to entertainment discussion on the radio. So I've tested it from all fan bases. SM people hitting at me, high grade people, Sack Nation, Beam Nation. In fact, take it anywhere, someone is hitting at me. So today, if I see young people on Twitter and on Facebook and on Instagram writing BS, I just laugh, because I know I've seen it a couple of times and I'm just used to it and I know how it happens. The good thing is that if I'm in a good mood, if I have some free time and I want to reply to you and I want to respond to you, then woe unto you, because I know how to also do it. Yeah, I know how to be abusive if I want to. But if I don't want to, then you might think that, okay, maybe Sammy Flex is scared. No, Sammy Flex was never born a coward. I was only born to be respectful. I really respect every Tom, Dick, and Harry that will come through my life. But to say, oh, I'm scared, I'm afraid, no. Look into my eyes. Do you see fears? I remember the late president, John Evans Satamio, said this. Look into my eyes. Do you see fears? No, there is no fear there. But one of them that I would want to respond to specifically is Kojo Sheldon. And this has become very important. I respond to it because whilst everybody was doing their own thing, which I saw was what was ish, what was the ish at the time, what was in vogue, so everybody was just taking advantage to do something, I realized that Kojo Sheldon took advantage and recorded a full session for me. I think about 15-minute session. And I pray I do less or maybe more of what he did in response to him. He recorded a full session for me with a title, Dear Sammy Flex. Fortunately, I had time whilst I was in Kumasi. So whilst I was resting in one afternoon in my hotel room, I saw a notification pop up from other places and I said, oh, it might be a love letter. At least Val's Day is here. So let me check what Kojo Sheldon had written or what he had said about me. I spent time, 15 minutes, to watch the video. And in short, this is Kojo Sheldon who thinks that, oh, Sammy Flex has goofed. So let me take advantage of this goof and tell him what I have to tell him. Once again, it is normal. I did a video on DJ Slim, and shout outs to DJ Slim. When I did the video, I made him know that, yeah, bro, I heard you say this. Now, this is what I also have to say. And he also came back, did another video, and I took time and I worked that as well. There is no bad feeling or there is no negative energy behind this. It is about the profession, what we think, what we know, and that's what we are doing. But in Kojo Sheldon's case, he made it so obvious that this is someone that I'm looking forward to punch, and I've gotten him. And before he started, he said, I'm coming to rant, I'm coming to rant. Obviously, when people rant, sometimes they say things with no sense, because that is rant. People don't rant with wisdom like that. When people rant, they obviously will say so many things that carry no weight. So in the process of his rant, he said so many things that carried no weight. In fact, what he was trying to even pin me for doing, unfortunately for him, he has been the first culprit of this. And I'm going to show you a video. I'm going to show you a video so you know what I'm talking about. That he what he was accusing me for, he's the first culprit. And the person who he even allowed, or whoever he did that with, also saw the need to call the person involved to apologize. I'm going to show you this video. Watch it. When I come back, I'll explain what this video means to you. I'll be right back.
What would make someone like an investor say, no, this is not something a viable investment?
Yes.
Investment.
Yeah. Me in particular, I'm not a fan of, like, for example, Shatawale.
Okay.
When he's doing like his videos and all of that, I'm not a fan of how he portrays himself and all of those things, because I feel like it's just like a banker. You understand? You can't just wear some t-shirts, like do some. You can't just do anyhow. You understand? But when he does anyhow and speaks anyhow and all of those things, it makes the crap look like it's just you understand? We're just joking and all of those things. And like that in particular, I feel like it makes investors see us as jokers.
So this is the video of Camido's early days. I think when he had one of his songs flying, he was on a promotional tour and he went to Kojo Sheldon's studio. And during one of their conversations, Kojo Sheldon asked him what he thinks about our industry and investors and what they make of Shatawale's behavior and blah, blah, blah. And do you know what he said? He said, yes, some investors will not see us serious because of how sometimes we behave. And he emphasized on Shatawale that sometimes the way Shatawale handles his issues online, sometimes the way Shatawale says this and that, it makes him look like a joker. It was not Kamido alone who used the word joker. There was another lady, or there were some ladies on the panel, including him, Kojo Sheldon. That lady also said joker. So in short, on that particular set, Kamido saying joker, and the lady also describing Shatawale as joker. So these two people describe Shatawale as jokers. And interestingly, when the video came out, of course, because it was also a dent on Shatawale's brand for someone to describe him, not even just one person, two people to describe him as a joke or as a joker, I'm sure even if he found it cool, he did not say much. And the fans did their thing. And Kamido saw the need to call Shatawale. And I'm going to show you evidence. Because after he had called him, after Kamido had called Shatawale to apologize, he came out with a screenshot of talking to him about they spent some time talking. And he said that, maybe let me see, I can read this so you know exactly what I'm talking about. So this is what Kamido also wrote and shared on his Twitter page, where he said, I honestly didn't mean to disrespect King Shatta in any way. Listen to this, though. I honestly didn't mean to disrespect King Shatta in any way. I should have taken time to share my opinion without mentioning names, pointing fingers. I'm sincerely sorry to you all. Thank you, Shatawale, for understanding and the advice. So you see how this world is. When he was thinking that, Sammy Flex, I'm the devil in this world. So I allowed a pundit to say something that was not good about Adam. Now, the internet will always be praised. Because like we keep saying, the internet doesn't forget. What he was accusing me for, he has been the first culprit. What he was accusing me for, he has been the first culprit. My years of this game, I've never said anything about anybody that has called me to apologize before. Never. Nobody can come in the history of my career to say that, oh, some time ago you said this and this person told you to apologize. Never. Because I'm always careful. I'm always cautious on what I say. I'm always careful what I do about people, because I know people have feelings. I know people have emotions. And what you say can hurt them emotionally or physically. So me, I will never do that. So if unfortunately someone does it on my platform, and you think that because someone has done it, you take advantage of that to take a dig at me, you messed up big time. You messed up because you did not see that, no, this is not a Sammy Flex doing. So what you are accusing me for, look at this evidence. What you were accusing me for, what you accused me for, look at this evidence. Two people, it was not just one person, no. Two people. Kamido, including a certain lady who was part of the panel, describing Shatawale as a joker. And at that time, I'm sure you saw it to be cool. At that time, you did not see it to be disrespecting. At that time, you felt it was okay for two of your panel members to describe another artist, someone who is a pace setter in the industry, someone who has achieved so much in the industry, someone who has blessed you with so much content for you to get to where you are. You thought it was okay for people to describe him as joker. But when a panel member sat here and said something that even in the video, those who have seen the video critically will see that I did not agree with him. On so many occasions, when he started, I said, how? Then the guy asked me, how, saying? Because I did not agree with him. I will never say such a thing. I know my game. I will never say such a thing. When I said how, he did not agree with me. I asked him counter questions for him to know that I did not agree with him. He continued. And that was the point that I said, oh no, I've collapsed. Someone should take me to the hospital. Because I realized that what I did rather meant I was seeing what he was saying as some play. Like, no, you can't say this. That was why I said, I have collapsed. Someone should take me to the hospital. Because I thought that, okay, this is not what is right. This thing you are saying does not even make sense to me as the host. So, and if you understand this social media gimmickry, you would understand when someone says, oh, shift and let me collapse, it means whatever that was happening did not make sense. So shift and let me collapse. That was what I did. But you were in the video, like you said, ranting unnecessarily. That yes, it was because I supported what the guy was saying. It was because I supported the tomfoolery the guy was playing here. No, I did not support it. Everything from my actions and everything in the video proved that I was willing to change the guy's course. I was willing to let him know that, nah, what you are saying is not right. Take a different course. But of course, there's a pundit, and I've seen it before. So many panel members, when they are on a trajectory, it is hard for you to change their direction. It is hard, very, very hard for you to change their direction. And we saw an apology from Kamido to Shatawale. Did you apologize to Shatawale in any way? I feel so humble anytime I'm doing this. I feel so humble and down because I know without these guys, we are nobodies, maybe. That is why when it came out that Edem was offended, I did not even spend time talking plenty. I called the gentleman who said that in the studio and we apologized to him. Yes, we apologized to him. And I want to believe by now the apology has gone down well. But you did not. I'm sure you would have proven to be hard. You would have proven to be stubborn. Same way you've done to Shatawale that now you cannot mention Shatawale and on your platform you're saying, and your man, and you talked about your favorite artist. Yes, it was pride that took you there. It was pride that brought you there. Everybody at all can mention any name freely in Ghana, except you. Try to mention Shatawale and maybe you might go to jail. Try to mention Shatawale and maybe you will suffer something that only you know. So see, pride. If you were so humble when Shatawale started saying, don't do this, don't do that, you would have found a nice way to calm things down. But yeah, you thought you were the one. You thought you were the ish. It is just time, so relax. It is just time, relax. And oh, before I wrap up, I'm so proud of my studio, aka the Sammy Flex Shrine. Of course, anytime I even mention the shrine, it reminds me of Fela Kuti Shrine in Nigeria. This shrine has done so many things. This shrine has thrown light on so many talents. Mention them. All your favorite talents, they have been here. They have dealt with me. We do so many things, promoting artists. We do so many things, promoting events. We do so many things, promoting projects. There is only one thing that we cannot do. And that is, if your head is so big and it has no wisdom in it, in this shrine, we cannot help you to bring your head to a normal size and put sense in it. This shrine doesn't do that. But apart from that, everything is showbiz. We do this here at the Sammy Flex Shrine. My name is Sammy Flex. Let me say thanks to Digital Rasta on camera, Richie Flex, editor and director of the show. In the evening at 7, we will be doing Showbiz Daily. Join us and let's do more. Until then, be peaceful to each and everyone who wants peace with you. But if someone wants to pick a war with you and you want to, it's a decision. Like for some time on Twitter, I decided to show people my other side, but now I'm done. Back to serious work. My name is Sammy Flex. See you in my next video. Tatai.